evening, and hello, and welcome to another fantastic episode of SEGA Sonic Radio. I am your host, as always, GX, aka Chris, aka The Spin Dash. And we've got a full playlist for you tonight. The theme is Mountain Adventure. And we kick things off with Rocky Ridge from Sonic Free Riders. We've got a trio of songs coming at you, including 2 requests, so tune in, and I will catch you guys on the other side. Hey, that was Hilltop Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, as requested by David R. over on Twitter, followed up by Sky Temple Zone, Act 1 from Sonic Superstars. And wrapping up with Be Cool, Be Wild, and Be Groovy, Sonic Adventure Music Experience version from the Sonic Adventure Music Experience, album, Volume 2, as requested by Maxi Bun Buns over on Twitter as well. Hey, welcome to the end of your week, and welcome to the weekend once again. Looking forward to putting out some tracks tonight, and spend some time, unwinding and just prepping for 2 days of, oh boy, probably some amount of more work, some amount of an IKEA trip, and otherwise just general organization. I live a very fun life, don't I, people? Organization over the... No, it needs done. It needs to... This year is the year that GX gets his life back together after all of last year when I took off because my life was falling apart in very specific and strange ways. So, speaking of falling apart in very specific and strange ways, we've got another trio coming at you, including a world that's falling apart. I don't know where I'm going with this. There's probably thematic similarities here, but I got 2 requests coming at you, so hope you enjoy. Catch you on the other side. was Gimmick Mountain Zone from the 8-bit Sonic the Hedgehog 2, requested by Clara the Cat over on the message boards, followed up by Chaos Island, Chaos Island. Jesus, these words. The word chaos in the Sonic series has been used so often it has lost all meaning at this point. Chaos Island, fourth movement, requested by MVERED417 over on the Discord, and wrapping it up with Cliff's Excavation Site from Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric. So this week's theme, Mountain Adventure, is one of our we'll say more level motif focused themes, which I haven't pressed too much. Like, there's different ways that you can handle themes. You can either go like, what's the tone of the music? What does this music make you think of? And of course, like, there's just straight up, hey, there's level themes in Sonic games. I don't know, maybe sometime it'll be like, hey, let's just do casino stuff. And, there's plenty of casino. There is enough casino tracks in here, casino-y, circus-y, carnival-y stuff in the Sonic franchise to be able to make a full playlist of that as well. But I decided, Mountain Adventure. It's been an interesting situation because I feel like there's been, I think like at least 2 indie-ish games that were announced over Summer Games Fest that specifically had to do with climbing mountains. I think the one that I remember most vividly is Cairn, Cairn, at least in part because it featured someone climbing a mountain and screaming, just multiple times throughout the trailer, just someone screaming at a mountain at how mad they are that the mountain is such a pain in the butt to climb. We've had the age of farming games. Now we're reaching the age of subversive cozy games and mountain climbing games. I don't know. Well, it's time to climb your personal mountain because we've got a quiz for you. So let's go ahead and it's doing the thing again. Okay, slideshow. Let's do the thing that I expect you to do here. There we go. Wait, is that the first? Yeah, I guess that's the first one. Yeah, never mind. I got my order of quiz questions mixed up here. So, in your first Scrap Brain for the evening, I've got a question. In Sonic Unleashed, the most expensive food at the Holoska Trading Post is the canned horror. How much experience is it worth? Go ahead, think about that for a smidge as we play this request. Catch you on the other side. Hey, we're back. And I've got an answer for you. Yeah, in Sonic Unleashed, the most expensive food at the Holoska Trading Post is the canned horror. And well, we got a guess here. We got a guess here. And that guess is indeed just one experience point. There aren't a lot of foods that are only worth one experience point. It's in terms of food quality, it's roughly on par with everything that you can buy at Eggman Land, which is to say, not good. Although the canned horror in particular has the added benefit of Chip reacting very strongly to it, as shown in the screenshot here. He definitely has some strong negative reactions to certain foods in the game. A lot of those foods are Eggman Land food. Eggman Land food is hilariously bad, but the canned horror, which basically is like a canned fish product, is particularly nuts. I forget the exact product it's supposed to be reminiscent of, but the one on the top of my mind, the only thing I could think of that is a particularly offensive fish product is Hakarl, which is, I believe, a Greenland delicacy, basically fermented shark, that I think, I'm trying to remember if they actually do bury it before they serve it, but yeah, just a single point, and Chip hates it. So I hope you guys don't hate the next set of tracks, because we've got 2 requests coming at you. I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you on the other side.
and we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready? I ain't gon' let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery. Just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery. Spooky up in here, it's crazy in here. We still gon' keep it going, I'm Knuckles. Nobody scares me. Whoever want it, bring it. I don't care, we can do this. Then come step up to the plate and meet your match. It ain't no thing.
That was Mount Red, a symbol of thrill from Sonic Adventure, requested by The Dominator over on the message boards. Followed up by is that right? Blizzard Peaks, 1 and 2 mix from Sonic Rush Adventure. And wrapping up with a Ghost Pumpkin Soup from Sonic Adventure 2, requested by Sonic Trainer, who just popped into chat. Welcome. With that, where are we at? We are not quite at the middle of the show quite yet, but we're getting there. Just keeping a track of time. Yeah, normally, Ghost Pumpkin Soup is kind of an interesting thing, because in a previous iteration of this show, I got a little bit strict about when I would be playing that song. And it was basically my restriction was, okay, we play that song once a year, and we play it on Halloween, and that's the only time that we ever play it. And I think at this point, while I acknowledge my logic for doing so, I've kind of fell off the, well, I am trying to push people to not select, I am trying not to push people to not select specific songs. I think, I think that over several episodes we have gotten, this is what number episode? I'd have to look it up. But we've gotten a good mix. I've always been pretty happy with the mix of tracks that people send in, the different ways that they like to interpret. Like obviously there's different sonic motifs here. There's what do you think of when you think of a mountain? Well, like you could think of a snowy mountain, or you could think of like a canyon, or you could think of a volcano, and or you could think of like the sort of weird haunted craggy landscape of the Sonic Adventure 2 stages, like of course it goes Pumpkin Soup, or I keep wanting to say like Rail Canyon. It's not Rail Canyon, it's the Shadow one. Jeez. Is it Rail Canyon? I'll look it up over the break so I make it. Sky Rail. Thank you, Sonic Trainer. Sky Rail. So lots of different things that are relatively mountain-esque, and one of those things is going to be a Sonic 06 song coming up, because that game has some themes. That game sure has some themes. It has some decent music, but its aesthetics are a mishmash, we'll say. Speaking of which, let's catch up. We've got 2 more requests in this segment, as well as some non-Sonic, non-Sega, and is this our first non-Sonic for the night? It is. I guess look forward to it. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Okay, that was Dusty's Desert, the Ruin from Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, as requested by, I swear I have my list up here, Mr. Speed over on the Discord. Followed up with Red Volcano Zone from Sonic Blast, as requested by SSJ22 Terrace over on the message boards. And wrapping it up with Cascade Capers from Donkey Kong Country 3, as requested by me, because I like the Donkey Kong Country series music. Probably, again, one of my favorite soundtracks in gaming. Though I hope I'm helping you guys find a new favorite soundtrack as we jump once again into a quiz question for the evening. That's right. It's time for an audio cue. So I'm going to go ahead and hide chat. Are we allowed to request DKC music? Right now, I am, for the time being, I am limiting requests to Sonic series music. And a lot of that just comes down to, if it's music from the Sonic series, there is a 99% chance that I have it. If it's game music, there's a 99% chance that I have it. If it's Sega game music, there's maybe like a 20% chance. As I expand my library for that, I can start opening up requests to Sega music. But then also, it's just like, hey, you know what? Sometimes I like game music from other series, and I occasionally play stuff from other stuff. So that's the only logic here. So eventually, yeah, a select section of Sonic remixes will be open to request, as will additional Sega music. But for the time being, I'm just trying to limit requests to the Sonic stuff, because that's the stuff that I know I have and I have prepared. Because it's really actually pretty difficult to get all of the metadata together for this show to add new tracks. I just added like 3 Yakuza soundtracks to the library last week, and that probably took me about, I'm gonna say, maybe 2 hours to do that. So kind of, it's a slow process, but hopefully what isn't a slow process is our next audio cue. That's right, every week I give you a music track from a Sega game, and from that Sega game you are trying to guess what the game is. And it's always going to be like, hey, Sega published game, or Sega developed game, or it has something to do with Sega in some way that I will specify. In this case, this is going to be a Sega developed and Sega published game. So can you tell me what this game is? As always, you're welcome to guess in chat. If you don't want to guess in chat, or you just want to guess on your own, then, you know, you're always welcome to minimize and or switch to audio only mode. And I will have an answer for you on the other side. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it, Maxie. Yeah, yeah. This was in fact Knight's Journey and Dreams. The 20 what the 2007 sort of attempt at a Knight's remake or follow up, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's generally not well thought of, and I know the I would say two of the biggest criticisms at the time was just sort of its weird over reliance on story and the fact that like it snapped the player to like 8 directional controls, which I know a lot of Knights purists were not happy about. Personally, I did not mind it. There were certain aspects of it, specifically it having a more directed campaign that appealed to me way back when. There is too much story for what it's trying to do, too much dialogue, too many cutscenes, and too many very unusual creative decisions. The owl looks like a nightmare. The dream owl. He has too many feathers and they stick out too many different directions, and they are too many just flat textures that provide no texture except that of a porcupine. It's an odd game, but it has a pretty good soundtrack. It follows up with the original Night soundtrack there that is very nice and pleasant. But we've got a little bit more nice and pleasant music coming at you. Yeah, including some Sonic Chronicles music. I don't know, take that as you will. I think that this one was probably one of the less offensive tracks in it. As always, it's a remix of other stuff, but, you know, I don't know. You guys be the judge of it. And there's going to be a request, so enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side. That just kind of ends there. For whatever reason, it just kind of ends there. Yeah, that was Blue Ridge Zone from Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, nothing on that soundtrack is especially good, but you know, I tried to pick if I want to reflect every game at some point, I tried to pick something that is less offensive. Hey, it was a remix from Sonic 3D Blast for the Saturn, so it's something. I don't know. That game supposedly has some broken MIDIs in it, and that's why it sounds as weird as it does, at least in part. Followed up by Snowy Mountain from Sonic Adventure, requested by Alex over on the Discord. Wrapping it up with Lullaby of Snow Mountain from Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. I guess there's been some nostalgia for Billy Hatcher, at least in discussions over on the Discord. It's the kind of thing where I guess I kind of get it. I remember Billy Hatcher vaguely fondly, but not so fondly that it's like, yeah, that's a game that people should really, really play. Like, I kind of remember it as a kind of okay platformer. It didn't do anything spectacular, but it also didn't do anything like, you know, super, super painfully. It was fine. It was fine. It had a mechanic. It explored different ways to use that mechanic. It kind of found ways to be, I don't know, somewhere between a Katamari or Monkey Ball type of game, but also predominantly a weird platformer with it. So it was interesting. I guess that's the one thing you could say. It was especially interesting with it being probably one of the last new Sonic Team franchises. I certainly cannot think of much beyond that unless you count a crossover like Puyo Puyo Tetris or something. Which in itself is primarily Puyo, so I don't know if you could. But yeah. But you got one more non-Sonic coming at you, as well as 2 requests. So look forward to those, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. That was Volcanic Cave from Monster World 4, followed up by Hot Crater Act 1 from Sonic Advance 2, which was recommended by Maple Syrup over on the message boards. Wrapping it up with Digital Dimension from Sonic Riders, requested by... I have it in my list somewhere. Somewhere. Guthix. Someone who had a rather, we'll say, tenuous justification as to why they picked the song they did. It's rare that I say no to a song, and even this one, like, I was almost tempted. I believe their justification on Twitter was because beating that game is like climbing a mountain or gives you the satisfaction of it, which my response to that was linking the trailer to Kern, which mentioned earlier in the episode, of the person screaming, which is basically how Sonic Riders makes me feel. It makes me feel like I want to scream at a force of nature that only exists to cause me pain. But I am told some people like it. That this is information that I have been informed about. Yeah, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Yeah. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the next quiz. That's the thing that we could do here. Why not? We got our last quiz of the night, so put on your scrap brain. The question is, what do Team Chaotix, Team Rose, and Team Vector all have in common? Take a sec, see if you can figure out what it is. And enjoy this music. See you on the other side. Yeah, I thought I could stump a few people here, but chat got this one immediately. The crux to this question is knowing that when we talk about Team Rose, we are not merely talking about the pairing in Sonic Heroes. No, there have been multiple formations of Team Rose. So what do Team Chaotix, Team Rose, and Team Vector all have in common? Well, as the last team name implies, they do indeed all contain Vector at some point. Team Chaotix has had Vector for obvious reasons back in Sonic Heroes. Team Rose had an iteration in Sonic Free Riders, which included Vector, Amy, Rose, and Cream. And Team Vector was the name of the trio in Team Sonic Racing, consisting of Vector and Silver and Blaze. So it's kind of funny because there's really not, you would not think of the things that you would think of pairing Vector with. Like, it's kind of understandable to maybe say Blaze and Silver, because they're kind of the side-off characters, but because Team Rose itself is pretty well established as sort of a trio, and obviously, like, hey, members in and out as such, but generally speaking, you think of Amy, you think of Cream, you think of Big, you think of Chow. Like, versions of an Amy Rose team have all had those members, but Vector, you don't think of it. But sure enough, it happened. I guess there was a vague plot reason for it. Amy actually hired him to be their third, but you know, convenience sake. Hope you enjoyed. We will bring back more quizzes next week to test your Sonic knowledge, but we got a couple things left for you before the end of the evening. None of which I believe are requests. I think we're gonna wrap up the rest of the night with about 7 tracks that I have chosen myself and nobody else has. So I don't know. Enjoy this. Enjoy this jaunty set of 3 coming at you next, and I'll see you on the other side. that was Sweet Mountain Act 3 from Sonic Colors Ultimate, followed up by Buzzsaw Falls from Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, wrapping up with Arid Sands Day from Sonic Unleashed. Again, no request, but we're getting close to the end of the evening, and we got through the requests tonight. We got through them. That's what we did, people. We got through we did it. We did all the things that needed done. We did them. They did done. I have some things for you to do if you feel like, you had a good time tonight, whether you're watching live on Twitch or whether you're watching over on YouTube. Like, we always appreciate a follow and, selecting little notifications if you like them. If it lets you know that, hey, it does the computer thing to tell the other computers to say, hey, people like this thing. You should probably send it to other people to see if they also like it. Or in the case of the little bell icon, it lets you guys know whenever we go live or put up a new episode over on the YouTube. You can find us on YouTube just by, searching Sega Sonic Radio. Sega and Sonic are all one word. It should take you pretty quick. The channel's just called Sega Sonic Radio, has all of our old episodes on it, and of course, hey, everything we do is over at sonicstadium.org, where, we're one of the internet's oldest Sonic fan communities. We've got message boards, we've got news, we've got, what we've got here is we've got impressions of Sonic X Shadow Generations, as well as an interview with Iizuka himself. Got some interesting insight on there. I know I definitely had some questions about, what makes Shadow tick, and you got a little bit of insight on, hey, what is his mindset? What are his motivations? That kind of stuff. But always appreciate it if you check it out there. Plus, hey, we got a Discord. If you can't make it to the Discord, but you want to go to the Discord, just, I don't know, bug me about it, and I can get you a link to it. Or I believe it is on the website. You just have to hunt for it under the social media bar. So it's somewhere in there. If not, like I said, just bug me about it, and I can get you whatever. The reason why I promote that, in part, is because we get our themes a little bit early to those who are on the Discord and on the message boards. They get, a couple extra days, and Twitter gets it on the Friday itself. But we always appreciate whatever requests you wish to do whenever you do them. But I try to make it a little bit easier to those, closer to the community. But I got some stuff that's, I don't know, a bit farther from the community, I guess you would call it. We got 3 more tracks for you, plus one of our closers again. So, I got some mobile tunes. I got some portable tunes, and I've got some Genesis tunes in that order. Are you ready for it? Because I am. Enjoy. I'll catch you guys on the other side. that was Mountain Zone from the original phone game Sonic Jump. I'm not talking about the one that you can play on your iPhone. I'm talking about, like, hey, old Nokia flip phones. I actually had Sonic Jump way back when on my flip phone. I also had, like, Sonic 1, which that was an experience. I've probably got to stream that at some point, just attempting to get through that game in its nightmarish Java form. You think the GBA version's bad? Ooh, just you wait. But yeah, we followed up by Frontier Canyon Act 3 from Sonic Rivals 2. And wrapping it up with Mountain Area from Kid Chameleon. Yeah, Sonic Trainer in chat asked regarding the Mountain Zone that I played, and a little peek behind the curtain, a lot of the music that I have in the library here are things that I have. If an official soundtrack's not available in some way, shape, or form, there is a decent chance that I have at least, ripped it myself, did the tagging myself, grabbed information from other things, and that's an example of one that I did in fact do myself. It kind of leaves me to pick a good sound font for the MIDI, and I've ultimately just sort of fell onto the Microsoft default sound font, and part of that is just because sometimes it's what emulators do, which means that if I have to grab a soundtrack through a Java phone emulator, then I'm at least consistent among it. But also, I messed with a bunch of different sound fonts, and it's the one that I just kind of landed on liking best. It feels old, but it still feels somewhat rich. Which might be unrealistic to how those phones actually sounded back in the day, but I mean, every phone was going to sound different, so landing on a singular sound font was kind of a rough choice. So I went with the one that I liked. So, oh well. We're wrapping up with, honestly, the song that I thought of as kind of the archetypical mountain motif stage in Sonic, and it's another track from Sonic Advance 2, which we listened to Hot Crater Act 1 earlier in the show, and my takeaway from that was I don't consistently love all the Sonic Advance soundtracks, but I think for Sonic Advance 2 specifically, it felt like they had used the technology better. The limited sound, technology that the GBA had in it better than some of the other Sonic Advance games, and even some other Game Boy Advance games in general. I thought it was, I think it has a pretty nice sound, that specific game, and again, like, to me, when I think of mountain in Sonic game, this is the track I think of. So, thank you again for everyone who listened. Thank you for everyone who's listening live on Twitch, and everyone who's listening not live on YouTube, but both are absolutely appreciated. As always, until next week, we are up, over, and gone. Welcome to the weekend. Here's Sky Canyon Act 1.